Marcus, it's a tough treadmill, isn't it, when you get onto this early season and it's Saturday, Tuesday?
Yeah, it is. And are we talking about Wycombe now?
Yeah, we are talking about
Okay, great. Didn't know where.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's what we want, really. We want games. We want players to. That's how you get to figure things out. That's how you get your match fitness training. You can try as hard as you like in training and do what you can to put a fitness session on or whatever to get lads' legs going. But when it comes to games, that's what you want. That's what you want. You want, for me, you want a games as a player. I want a games Tuesday, Saturday. Less training, more game time, more chance to get more goals, more chance to get more minutes. Whoever we're up against, you know, it's a different way of looking at it, really. Because Fulham was always going to be a difficult game, and we were always going to be on the back foot at times. Whereas we're going to Wycombe, and because they're a lower league team, and we're expected to win. That's never the case, but that's what happens. Like Fulham, we're expected to win. So we'll have to see what happens there, and then we'll see what happens next week against Bradford, isn't it, this week? Yes, Bradford. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, and in terms of, before the first round of the League Cup, you told us about the desire to have a cup run, the fact that you'd had these promotions, and it'd be nice to have a bit of a cup run. That's still the way you feel about all the competitions now you've got to the third round of the League Cup?
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's about winning every game, and like I say, we're not winning every game. We're putting the same team out every week. It's about the squad, and the same team that starts on Tuesday won't be the same team that finishes the last game of the season. That's just how it is. You know, you have to use your squad wisely, and we can do that because we trust them. Like I said, we've evolved into a really good squad of players now that we trust, and that's what we'll keep doing. It's a new project Tuesday. We'll see how Wycombe go about their game today. I don't know what the result was, but we've watched them. We know what we're about. We played against them a lot 2 or 3 seasons ago. I think we played them in a couple of seasons ago as well, didn't we? And in the league. So we played them a lot then. Same manager, same type of players, small squad they'll have. But they'll be efficient and they'll all know their jobs like our players. So we know what they're all about. We'll obviously 1 or 2 different personnel, but the manager won't change his philosophy, I'm sure.
And as you mentioned, it is obviously a squad game. When you were a player, is it easy to get your sort of head around that? Because I guess players want to be involved in the first 11 every match. I
find it very hard. I was probably the end of a dying breed. When I did play, I was annoyed and angry. And I find that very difficult to deal with, I must admit. But that was just the way it was then. That's how I was brought up. You know, you're in start 11, if you didn't play, you dropped. Whereas now, it's different. The game loads a lot more. So yeah, and just, you know, I'm not lying. That's how I was. I spat my dummy out a few times, I'm honest.
And so do you think players now they've got their head around the fact that you can't play 60 games a season if you have a couple of cup runs?
I think it's different now because, you know, I think especially with our manager and how he works, when he tells you you're not playing, but he might tell you you're playing the next game, you do generally. So you might not be playing this game, but he'll tell you you're playing the next game. And I think we've shown that we do. We don't just keep the same squad, same subs. We keep, you know, a different group of players might play a different game, and that's what we've got. And I think it's a lot more easier for them to deal with these days because that actually does happen. And if you look at over the course of the season, there will be, and you look at how many games you started, you would have started most of the team, the players in this team, 90% would have played at least 20, 25 games.